Well, thank you, Devin, for that forecast. Halloween's nearly upon us here, and there's a lot of spooky things to enjoy in the Northwoods. And joining us this morning are Kenneth and Terry of the Tomahawk Community Theater. Thanks for joining me this morning. Happy to have you on.
Thanks for having us.
And you're on for a very specific reason, because you guys are partaking in the spooky entertainment of this month of October. So tell us a little bit about your performance that's going to be coming up this weekend.
So we're having our third performance at the Tomahawk Community Theater. It's a play called Ghost Story.
Oh boy. Can you give us a little hint? What's it going to be about? What sort of ghost story are we talking
Well, it's
here?
about ghosts. So it's these two ladies that are stuck at this old, crummy, rundown house. And they are kind of paranoid that someone is coming after them. But they're being haunted by ghosts. And so it's really funny, and it's just kind of a fun.
That is my favorite sort of horror story is anything that they can get some humor mixed in with it.
Yeah.
Because it's good to break up the tension, because otherwise you don't want to get too scary with it.
I don't know if I would say it's too scary.
No.
But
it's family friendly. But
perfect. Well, so tell us a little bit. How do you end up going about picking these stories that you turn into plays?
So we have some catalogs from, this particular one is from Hewer Publishing, and so a bunch of us get together and we all kind of pick out a favorite, and then we kind of narrow it down to what we think would be the most entertaining for our audience.
And I mean, you've done a good job with picking these plays, because this is your third one now that you're on to.
Correct.
And you've graduated. You've been getting bigger venues now.
Correct.
So this one, tell us a little about where are you going to be performing this one at?
So this will be at the Tomahawk High School Auditorium. We've kind of outgrown our previous venue, which used to be a dinner and a theater, and now the auditorium, of course, there's not a dinner, but we have partnered up with 4 local restaurants in Tomahawk. So if indeed you want to have a meal before or after the show, we encourage you to go to our sponsors, which we have Castaways, and we have Tilted Loon, Sideways Wine and Craft Beer, and Tomahawk Family Restaurant. So they've offered to feed the people, since we're not able to do that this time. And now you have lovely seating, huge stage. It's just going to be a real move forward for us.
Yeah, no, that is fantastic. So you still got the food aspect. No one's going to go hungry.
Right.
And you get a much nicer, a larger theater with a lot more, things you can do with it.
Yeah.
So what are you sort of expecting, wise? What more can you kind of do with a theater that's a little bit larger with a little bit more props here?
Well, we can, for starters, have a lot more actors and do like bigger scale of shows. Our previous stage, we had to build a little bit of an extension to give ourselves like 3 extra feet just to fit our set onto that stage. And so this time we're gonna have so much more space, and we'll have a real curtain,
beautiful
like actual lighting rig up overhead and stuff.
So it's really a step up, this one.
Yeah, it's an upgrade to our previous setup. And as we move forward, going bigger and better shows, trying to move towards something more like mainstream that people know, we need a bigger space like that to be able to put on something.
Yeah, no, and absolutely,
like
and for the the actors that you guys are working with to do this, who makes up the cast for sorts of shows like this?
We have auditions.
Oh.
And so we throw it out to the public, and we announce when the auditions will be. Ken and Lori, who are our 2 directors, actually Ken is in the play, as he has a part in the play, and is one of the directors. Then we all get together, people read for a part, just like regular showbiz, and then we decide who gets what parts. So it's good. But with this time, we're really excited because we don't have to turn anyone away. In the past, we've always been sold out, and people were unable to come. Now there's plenty of seating. Tickets actually will be available at the door in case you have missed the online ticket sales.
So is the online ticket sales closed?
No, it's still open.
Okay.
If you go to tomahawkcommunitytheater.com and you scroll down, you click on a little icon that looks like tickets, and then take you through it.
Fantastic. And if you fail to do that, you can always get them at the door.
At the door.
At the Tomahawk School Auditorium. I can say school because there's really only one.
Right.
That's true.
Yeah.
So it's not bad that way. So it is going to be nice. They're very comfortable seats. It's a good stage setup for you guys, and it's going to be exciting to see what you do with it.
It'll be a lot of fun.
And looking ahead, even after this performance, because this is going to be on Saturday and Sunday, what times should people be showing up at?
Well, the play will start at 7 o'clock. We have a little promotion guy coming to kind of, open the act.
Oh, boy.
And that'll be a secret too. And then, and then the show will start probably about 7:15. So if you get there probably at 6:30 to get a good seat and get yourself organized. It'll be good.
boy.
Yeah.
Well, no, that sounds like a great time, and it's going to be same time both Saturday and Sunday?
No, Sunday is an afternoon, 2:00 p.m. it starts.
Matinee.
Okay, so if
Right.
someone's, not a late bird, they can still get the early ones, on Sunday.
And you'll be home before dark, so that a lot of people prefer
Perfect.
that. Yeah.
No, I always appreciate that. And just quickly looking ahead after this play, what's the next one? You got kind of, any thoughts on the next?
We really don't specifically have. We've got a couple of ideas that are plays that we had considered for our votes previously that
Right.
we are still kind of thinking about maybe visiting. And there's a couple of bigger shows that we kind of have our sights set on eventually, but we'll see kind of how long it takes us to get to that point where we can really
Well, fantastic.
step up to something that, because there's expectations when you're doing a classic play that people know.
You're getting there now.
If they've seen it other places, then there's some sort of, people have an idea of what they're expecting.
Oh boy. Well, I'm excited to see what it's going to look like then. But again, this weekend it's going to be Saturday at 7 p.m. and 2 o'clock on Sunday.
Correct.
For the Tomahawk Community Theater. Excited to see what the ghost story looks like.
It's really fun.
Yeah.
You don't want to miss this one. It's really fun.
All right.
So-
Well, thanks again for coming on this morning. I really appreciate you guys taking the time.
Yeah, thanks
thank
for
you
having
very
us.
much.
Yeah, it was great.
All right. Well, coming up.